by using dynamic protocol, and the protocol that we are going to use today is RIP. Okay, so if you have followed the static routing, in the static routing we had to give the routes ourselves, but in dynamic routing we don't have to give the routes by ourselves. The routing protocol does it all. So today we're going to see how we can do that by using RIP protocol. And this is the same network diagram, and I have already made the network and the links are up and working. And yet again, both of the references, the diagram and the video on how to do the network up is will be in the description of the video. So let's start by first checking if we can access not directly connected. For example, go ping 200.100.150.1. if you can see, the destination host is unreachable. In this I try to access PC1 to PC0 to PC2, so I can do that, but at the end of our routing we will be able to do that. So first open router A, maximize it, go to enable mode and then configuration terminal mode, and then write do show IP RO to show the routing table. And after that we have to check if there are any IP protocols working by do show IP protocols, and if there is no output, that means no IP protocol is working. So we will have to first make the protocol work. Router RIP, if you can see, you can have this combination BGP, EIGRP, OSPF and RIP. So we are going to go for RIP in this one. Okay, OSPF and EIGRP will be our next targets. BGP is not in CCNA, so we will only be covering the 3. Okay, so router RIP, and we are in the RIP configuration mode, and then we just have to do that that the IDs that are in the routing table here, in the routing table we just have to advertise these IDs and our routing will be done. So for that we have to use network and then write the network ID. Okay, so the first network ID, there you go. Then network 3.0.0.0, then network 200.100.50.0, and there you go. That's the RIP configuration for router A. To show IP RO to see the routing table, it will not show anything right now. Once the routing is complete on all the routers, you will be able to see the 6 IDs like we did in the static routing. So switch to B and then configuration mode, do show IP RO 3, then I do show IP protocols to check, no protocols, run router RIP, and then advertise 1.0.0.0 that in the routing table, advertise all those IDs, then net 2.0.0.0, then net 200.100.100.0. okay, so there you go, to show IP RO, and there you go. You have some entries right now because the one route was already configured and you have configured the other one, so the routes, some of the routes have been there, 2 routes but not the third one. So when we will configure this one, all the routes will be in all tables. So go into the configuration terminal mode, to show IP RO to show the routing table, and then show IP protocols. No protocols working. Go router RIP, and then start advertising 2.0.0.0 NAT 3.0.0.0, and then NAT 200.100.150.0, and there you go. And if we do a PRO now, all the 6 entries will be there. There you go, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and the R means that we have done the routing with RIP. Okay, so there you go. This is for router 3. Now we can verify from router B, and for that we can do show IPRO, and if you can see, there are 6 entries also here. And if you can see the next one, and that would be, there you go, all the 6 entries are there. And if you want to verify, so let's go now again to that and ping it. Since this is the first time, the first packet will be lost, but the next will come. There you go. And if we want to test the other one, the first will be lost and the next will be. And if we also want to access other networks, for example, one is directly connected, 3 is also directly connected, 2.0.0 if you want to access that, and there you go, you can also access that. And we will be able to do the same for all the networks and from all these devices. So this is how you can configure RIP. It's very easy, and RIP is the easiest to configure. So that will be all for today. Take care, bye.